If your LLC is consistently profitable, there's a tax move that could save your business thousands of dollars every year. And it all starts with a single IRS tax form. A lot of business owners have heard of an S corporation election, but they don't know where to start, when it's time to become an S corporation, or how to file the correct documents with the IRS to become an S corp. Many LLC owners have heard of the S corporation election, but many of them also don't know what it involves, whether they qualify, or when it's time to make that move from an LLC to an S corporation. In this video, we are going to walk through Form 2553. This is the form that you're going to need to file if you're planning on switching from an LLC to an S corporation. Additionally, we're going to be going over the deadlines and any additional information you might need to know before you file this form. If you haven't seen our video on an LLC versus an S corporation, make sure to check that video out. In that video, you will learn a lot of the basics between an LLC and an S corporation, and that will help you in determining if you should file this form 2553. So, first to go over some misunderstandings when people are considering switching from an LLC to an S corporation. When you are switching from an LLC to an S corporation, you are not changing any legal structure of your business. This means that your LLC will stay intact. Your state registration, contracts, and bank account information all stays the same. An LLC is a legal entity registered with the state versus an S corporation election is an election for tax purposes. Filing Form 2553 does not automatically mean tax savings. If you have a default LLC structure, that means that all net profits are subject to self-employment taxes. If you file Form 2553 and become an S corporation, you will have to pay yourself a reasonable salary, but any distribution above that is not subject to self-employment tax. It's important to note that not all LLCs are eligible to become an S corporation. Some of the major IRS requirements are your business must be a domestic LLC or corporation. You can have no more than 100 shareholders. You can't have any partnerships, corporations, or foreign shareholders. You can only have one class of stock, and all your shareholders must be U.S. citizens or resident aliens. If you are a single member LLC with straightforward ownership, you're going to be able to follow all these requirements. If you are a larger LLC with more complex ownership structure, it's important to make sure that your LLC is eligible before you file Form 2553. So, you determined your LLC is eligible to file Form 2553 and become an S corporation. If you are a new LLC, it's important to file Form 2553 within 75 days of your LLC's formation. If you do this, the S corporation election will take effect in that current tax year. If you are an existing LLC, it's important to file Form 2553 by March 15th of the year that you wish to have the S corporation election. So for example, in 2027, if you wish to have an S corporation for that year, you will need to file Form 2553 by March 15th of 2027. If your LLC operates on a fiscal year rather than the calendar year, similar rules will apply, as in the deadline to file will be 75 days after the first of your fiscal year. If you missed the filing deadline for that year, you're not completely out of luck. The IRS does have a reasonable exception clause that allows late elections in certain situations. Filing Form 2553 before the deadline can be one of the easiest things to do, but it also can be one of the easiest things to miss. It's important to keep this deadline in mind if you're planning on switching from an LLC to an S corporation. Now we're going to walk through Form 2553. This form consists of 4 parts. Part 1 is election information. Part 2 is selection of your fiscal tax year. Part 3 is qualified Subchapter S trust election. And Part 4 is late election relief. So, working through Part 1, boxes A through D are pretty straightforward, listing your business name, address, employer identification code, date of incorporation, and state of incorporation. In box E, you're going to want to put which year you're making the S corporation election in. So for 2027, if you're filing before March 15th, you're going to want to put 2027, and if you're filing after March 15th, you're going to want to put 2028. Unless you have late election relief, which we'll go over shortly. Box F, you're going to want to select if you're fiscal year or calendar year. If you're a standard LLC, it's most likely going to be calendar year. In most cases, you will not have to check box G. In box H, you're going to want to put a contact for your business that can speak with the IRS if they require additional information on your form. And if you're making one of those late S Corp elections, box I will give you space to declare the reasons why you filed Form 2553 late. Now, there may be legitimate reasons why you file S corporation status late. However, the IRS can deny your claim. Then boxes J through N give spaces for all the shareholders to list all the relevant shareholder information that the IRS is going to need. Most information in those boxes are pretty straightforward. Moving on to part 2, which is your election for a fiscal tax year. If you are a standard calendar year company, this part of the form is exclusively for corporations that want to elect a fiscal tax year rather than a calendar tax year. For simplicity purposes, we are just going to go with a calendar year and skip part 2 of this form. Part 3 of this form is the qualified Subchapter S trust election. This part of the form is only applicable if you have a trust as a shareholder in your LLC. Similar to part 2, most LLC owners won't touch this section of Form 2553. And lastly, part 4, which is the late election relief section. If you are filing this form late, the IRS requires you to make a statement on why you are filing this form late. It's important to note that the IRS is looking for a reasonable cause, not an excuse. A couple of reasonable causes that might occur are you relied on a CPA or attorney to file this form for you, and they actually didn't, nor did they notify you of the deadline. The LLC is newly formed and you misunderstood the filing deadlines. There is a serious illness or family emergency within the ownership structure of the company, or there was a change in personnel or ownership within the company that inadvertently caused the deadline to get missed. You can put your reasoning for the late election in box I on part 1, or you can attach a separate statement with your form. Once you've done that, you've completed filling out Form 2553. This form really is not complex. However, it is important to make sure that you have all the correct information about your business and your shareholders. So, now that you have completed Form 2553, how do you send it into the IRS? Unfortunately, the IRS does not have an electronic portal for you to upload this form to, meaning you're going to have to send it by mail or by fax. Make sure to check out the IRS's website to make sure you're mailing or faxing Form 2553 to the correct location. Once the IRS has received and approved your S corporation election, they will send you a confirmation. This will typically arrive between 60 and 90 days after you file. Once you receive that confirmation letter, it's important to keep copies of that to be sure if any questions arise in the future, you have the correct documentation to back it up. If you don't get a confirmation from the IRS within 90 days, it's important to follow back up and see where the process is with your S corporation election. It's important to not assume that no news is good news. So, to summarize everything we went over in this video, Form 2553 is an IRS form that allows businesses to go from an LLC to an S corporation. This form does not change the legal structure of your business, but it does change how the federal government taxes your business. It's important to follow eligibility requirements such as domestic status, no more than 100 shareholders, and all shareholders being U.S. citizens or resident aliens. The filing deadline is 75 days after the incorporation of your business or 75 days after the first day of your fiscal year. And lastly, it's important to keep up to date on all the changes that you'll have to make to your business if you change your business from an LLC to an S corporation. The S corporation election is a very big tax decision when it comes to your business. The paperwork is really only half the battle. Getting the timing right, setting yourself a reasonable salary, and truly determining if your LLC is ready to become an S corporation are all very important distinctions to make when you're deciding to file Form 2553. Talking with a firm like 1-800-ACCOUNTANT can help you make a confident decision that best suits you and your business. If you need additional help filling out Form 2553, or if you need general bookkeeping or tax advice, we'll have resources in the description where you can contact our firm for more information. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check out the rest of our YouTube channel for videos just like this, and make sure to subscribe for more small business structure and tax tips.